Welcome to Payroll 2021 in Excel. Let's talk about one of the smaller states. It's Rhode Island. It's nice to see Rhode Island after just getting done with Oregon. Oregon was one of the most complicated states. Rhode Island is not nearly as bad. There is a little state disability to deal with, but other than that, the rates are pretty easy. Let's talk about what you need from your employee in Rhode Island if you have a business employees in Rhode Island. I haven't been to Rhode Island in many years. But the last time I was there, I was actually ended up meeting a guy who had turned his house into a castle. Guy's name was Al Harkanian. If you've ever driven around southern Rhode Island where there's like enormous mansions all over the place, and this guy built a house and made it look like a castle. People go, he's an interesting guy. Anyway, I have fun stories about Rhode Island. It's an interesting place. So when you have a employee here, you're going to have them fill out the Rhode Island W-4 here, the RIW-4. You're going to try to get this number of allowances. That's the real thing you need from this. That's the important bit of information that's going to go into the payroll file. It's going to go right here. Don't have to worry about filing statuses or anything else. Just that number of allowances. It's pretty easy. And I'm not aware of local or municipal codes in Rhode Island. If there are any, let me know. I feel like there might be, but I didn't see any when I was just glancing. All right. So you just grab those allowances. Other things related to Rhode Island, there's a wage base that can be two different wage bases for unemployment. It can be 24,600, I think, is one, or 26,100 is the other one. It could potentially be. The state will obviously assign that to you along with the rate. So once you get your Rhode Island allowances in there, how would you calculate the tax? The answer is it's not too bad. It's nice that you didn't have to grab any filing statuses or anything. There's only really one table that you need, and it's pretty quick and easy. It's this table right here. And you're going to annualize the wages. And once you annualize the wages, you're going to figure out how many allowances they took and multiply that by 1,000 and subtract it from the annual wages. So when I said annualize your wages, you take the wages for the period, multiply it by the pay periods in the year. It's 52 pay periods in this weekly file that we're on right now. And then you subtract out the Rhode Island allowances times $1,000, and I have the $1,000 hanging out right here. This thing is called Rhode Island exemption amount. So once you do that, you get this Rhode Island amount of wages that's now annualized and taxable. And so you then have to just run a formula through it, and it's really not that bad. It's right here. There's only, I guess, three different tax brackets: 3.75%, 4.75%, and 5.99%. They keep it under 6. Can't fault them for that, but you are going to have state disability for another 1.3% though on the first 74,000 of wages. I'll talk about that in a minute. So just to put this formula into a cell, that's what I did right here, is to do that. It's just an if formula, a bunch of ifs. If the wages are less than this, do this. It's pretty easy. It's interesting that the rate just really goes from 0 to 66,000. Like apparently you aren't a human being if you aren't making at least $66,000 a year in Rhode Island. So that's the rate there. Now we can talk about state disability. And it gets a little more complicated to write a formula that stops at a certain point and then stops applying tax at a certain wage base. And that's what you have to do with the temporary disability. So, and the state disability. The state disability basically is the first $74,000 of wages get taxed at this 1.3%. So in order to do that, you have to figure out what the wages are as they're going and not go over 74,000. I have it set to do that here. So I believe you end up paying, if you make over $74,000 a year, the SDI tax is gonna end up being right, there we go, right here. Whoops, just passed it. STI tax is going to be right here. You're going to end up paying about $962 if we did that right. Did we do that right? Let's see if we did that right. $74,000 times 0.013, $962. So I think we did that correctly. So so that's what will happen with state disability, and you're done. You got paychecks, you got pay stubs, you got Rhode Island tax, you got SDI tax. You have a functioning cycle of doing that with all your employees and everything else. So Rhode Island, pleasure to see Rhode Island after trudging through Oregon. That's a phrase that's never been said before. That is what happened. So other reports here, you choose Rhode Island, you've got your reports over here for your quarter and week and month. You can change all these and look at different periods of time. But yeah, it looks like it's working right. You got the Rhode Island tax and you have the STI tax, and it does break it down, so that should work. All right, Rhode Island, under 6 minutes. They're under 6% tax in that state, so it's a good thing we got done in about under 6 minutes here. All right, so gosh, where are we now? We are getting so close to having a full 50-state version. Rhode Island is now done. Yeah, they are. STI I need to worry about. So Rhode Island is at South Carolina, Utah, Wisconsin, and West Virginia. I might finish off the whole file with West Virginia rates actually in West Virginia. I think I might shoot a video from West Virginia finishing this thing there. That's kind of funny. Really go to all these states too throughout the year. But man, we are getting close. I can't wait to get this done. Got to get it done today, right? January 5th, 2021. It's time. All right, guys. Payroll should be easy. We are making it so. We're going to get this done. So if you live in Rhode Island and you know Al Harkanian, say hello. It's a nice guy. I hope he's still around. Anyway, all right. Good luck, everybody.